Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to discuss some MCQ type question of organic chemistry, and this is the second chapter of second paper. So students, look at the whiteboard. There are some MCQ type questions are given here, and I will discuss the answer of those MCQ questions with explanation. First question, which one of the following is unsaturated hydrocarbon? Students, you know that the compounds which are formed by carbon and hydrogen are known as hydrocarbon, and if hydrocarbon contains carbon-carbon double bond or triple bond, then those are known as unsaturated hydrocarbon. Dear students, first one is saturated hydrocarbon. It can be understood easily that the first option contains carbon-carbon single bond, and all carbon-carbon single bonded hydrocarbons are known as saturated hydrocarbon, and the general formula of saturated hydrocarbon is CnH2n plus 2. But there are two types of unsaturated hydrocarbon. One is alkene and another is alkyne. Dear students, the general formula of alkene is CnH2n. Now students, if I put the value of n is equal to 3, here I will get C3H 2 into 3 plus 2 is equal to C3H8. So it matches with the saturated hydrocarbon. So students, option A and option B will not be answered. And again, if I put the value of n 4, here it will be C4H 2 into 4 plus 2 is equal to C4H10. It also matches with the general formula of saturated hydrocarbon. So dear students, it will not also be answered. Now if I put the value of n is equal to 2 here, what will happen? C2H 2 into 2, so it will be C2H4. Students, C2H4, this formula matches with the general formula of alkene. So students, it will be the unsaturated hydrocarbon. It is stated that alkene contains carbon-carbon double bond. So students, the answer will be option D. Now question number 2. Which type of hybridization occurs in the carbon of saturated hydrocarbon? Dear students, you know that hybridization takes part in the different atoms in different alkene. Normally, we know that in case of carbon-carbon single bond, sp3 hybridization takes part. Carbon-carbon double bond sp2 hybridization takes part, and carbon-carbon triple bond sp hybridization takes part. So dear students, saturated hydrocarbon means, already I have told you, all the hydrocarbons containing carbon-carbon single bond are saturated hydrocarbon, and carbon-carbon single bonded compounds take part sp3 hybridization. Heterocyclic compound, students, first you have to know what is heterocyclic aromatic compound. Students, you know that benzene is an aromatic compound, and this is the first member of aromatic compound because benzene is a coplanar cyclic compound and it contains 4n plus 2 number of delocalized pi electrons. but each of the corner of the hexagonal shape contains a carbon atom. That is why this is a cyclic, that's why this is a carbocyclic aromatic compound or alicyclic aromatic compound. And as well as toluene, this is also carbocyclic aromatic compound because each of the hexagonal corner contains carbon, so it will not be a heterocyclic compound. As well as naphthalene is a carbocyclic compound because each of the corner of the hexagonal shape contains carbon atom. That is why this is also carbocyclic compound. But in case of option D, sulfur is here in state of carbon. That's why this is a heterocyclic compound. So option D is correct. Dear students, you know that sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, all those are heterocyclic atom. If sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen and phosphorus are present in state of carbon in the structure of aromatic compound, then those are known as heterocyclic compound. It is stated that those atoms will be at the cyclic shape of the compound. So dear students, this is known as actually thiophene. Thiophene is a heterocyclic aromatic compound. Now come to the another question, functional group. Dear students, you know that the group of atoms which control the chemical properties and also physical properties of organic compounds are called functional group. Here some functional groups are given. This is cyano group or nitrile group, so it will not be the answer. This is the functional group of aldehyde, so it will not be the correct answer. And this is the functional group of organic acid or carboxylic acid, so it will not also be answer. So which is the functional group of amide? This is the functional group of amide. This is actually amido group. So students, now question number 4. Which one is not the characteristics of homologous series? Students, you know that the members of a homologous series are known as homologue to each other, and the physical and chemical properties of all the homologues of a homologous series are similar to each other, and they can be produced by a general method, and they are formed by same atoms, can be represented by a general formula, and all those are the characteristics of homologous series. Even if you consider alcohol, this is the first member of alcohol series, methanol, and this is ethanol, and this is propanol 1. So students, if you observe all those, the formula will see that there is a difference of a methylene group between two consecutive members. So this is also one of the characteristics of homologous series, and the alcohol can be represented by a general formula, and that is CnH2n plus 1 OH. If I put the value of n is equal to 1, I will get methanol, n is equal to 2, I will get ethanol, and n is equal to 3, then I will get propanol. So students, the homologues of a homologous series are formed by only carbon and hydrogen. It is wrong, because the homologues of a homologous series can be formed by carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, or different atoms. That's why it is not that all members of a homologous series are formed by only carbon and hydrogen. No. So dear students, already you have understood that option A, B, C, all those three options are actually the characteristics of homologous series. So my question is, which is not characteristics? So option D is not the characteristics of a homologous series. Question number 5. Homologue of methanol. You know that the name of this compound is methanol. Methanol contains a aldehyde group. So if you observe all those options, you will see that only option C contains an aldehyde group. So option C will be the correct answer. The general formula of alcohol, students, already I have discussed about the general formula of alcohol in the previous example. This is CnH2n plus 1 OH. So students, I can write here the general formula of alcohol. Option A is correct answer. And look at the question number 7. Which gets more priority? You know that the functional groups are arranged according to their reactivity, and this series is also known as priority series of functional group. Among all those functional groups, option D, I mean bond CHH group is, bond CHH group gets the highest priority. So option D will be the answer. So students, now look at the question now 8. Same homologous series, ethane, methane, propane. If you observe the name of those compounds, you will see that N and N, the suffix of the name are same. That's why you can say that option A is correct, because ethane, methane, propane are the homologues of same homologous series. But if you observe option B, ethane, here the suffix is in and also suffix in, but the first one is in, so it will not be answered. Ethane, in, it will also not be answered. In, all, nil, so it will not be answered. You know that in case of a homologous series, the homologues of same homologous series contain the same suffix in their name. That's why here ethane, the suffix is n, and methane, the suffix is n, and propane, the suffix is also n. So dear students, the option A is correct here. Dear students, now look at the question number 10. Here OH is actually functional group. That's why you have to give priority this carbon. So I have to count from this carbon 1 to 3. In the position number 2, this is 2-methyl. So in case of it is written 2-methyl because the position of methyl group is at the 2 non carbon, that's why position of methyl group, students. And prop means there are 3 carbon atoms in the main chain, that's why I have written here prop. And 2 in, I means in means carbon carbon double bond, carbon carbon double bond is present at the 2 non carbon, that's why it is written 2 in. And all means alcoholic group, and the position of alcoholic group is at the C1 carbon, that's why I have written here 1 all. So students, the option B will be the correct. And 1 hydroxy 4 methyl pentanone. Pent means 5 carbon atom, that's why students I have to count the total number of carbon atoms 1 2 3 4 5. This is the 5, and if I count start counting 1 2 3 4 5. The position of hydroxy group is at the 1 non carbon, that's why it is 1 hydroxy. And 4 methyl 1 2 3 4, it will not be the answer. 1 2 3 4 5, there is no hydroxy group, so it will also not be answer. 1 2 3 4 5, and 1 will be the branch. Here actually CH3 means 1 will be the main chain and another will be the branch, so the name of this compound will be 1 hydroxy 4 methyl pentanone 2. So it will be the correct answer, it will be the pentanone 2. So dear students, now a question number 12. How many types of structural isomerism? Dear students, there are 2 types of isomerism mainly. One is structural isomerism and another is stereoisomerism. Structural isomerisms are 5 types. One is chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional group isomerism, tautomerism, and metamerism. So students, option number C will be the correct answer. 5-methyl-hexene 2. 5-methyl-hexene 2 students. First you have to understand that hex means it will be 6 carbon atoms at the main chain of the compound. So I have to find the number of carbon atoms in the main chain. 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. It is 6 hexene. In means carbon carbon double bond, so it will be hexene, carbon carbon double bond. 1 1 2 3 4 5 6. Dear students, if you look at the option number A, we will see that at the 5 position there is a methyl group, and at the 2 nung position there is a carbon carbon double bond. So it will be 5-methyl hex. Hex means 6 carbon atoms in the main chain, and in means carbon carbon double bond. 2 means the position of carbon carbon double bond. So option A will be the correct answer. Students, it is noted that the MCQ of organic compound is very important also for your admission test, and in the Dhaka University or different universities will get minimum 18 to 25 MCQ type questions from organic chemistry. So you should not skip the organic chemistry. So no more today. and goodbye.